Welcome everyone to our what we call Nail Boss Workshop for February. We are so excited that you are here, that someone invited you, that you said yes to getting more information. Tonight is going to be super fun. I am co-hosting this with my friend Lindsay, who is a part of our team, and I made a slideshow like presentation. So we're going to hope that it works out for us. But we're going to go over basically all of the basics of what it means to be a stylist so you can make the best decision for you. A couple of things I want to say to start off. If you at any point during tonight decide, okay, I think I'm ready, I really want to do this, please go to the person that invited you to this Zoom call tonight and ask them for their link to join. I know that sometimes we end up like resonating with someone else or have like a connection, but I really like for you guys to go back to the person that invited you here so that you can join with them. If you have a question at any time, like something pops up in your head and you're like, I need to ask a question about that, I'm not sure what that means, you can use the chat feature like we just have been using when you told me where you were from and what your favorite nail set is. Make sure that you're using the chat feature anytime that you might have a question tonight. A lot of the girls that are on our team already are here and they will be able to answer questions live. But if not, Lindsay and I will go live at the very end. We're already live, but we will come back around and answer any questions that you guys have at the end, okay? So I am going to share my screen and get into this little slideshow presentation that I'm excited about. Okay, let me go. Okay, 1 second. Okay, can everybody see this? Everybody, give me a thumbs up if you can see what this says right now. Can everyone see this? Okay. I think we're good to go. I think everybody's saying, where's my cursor? Okay. Okay, got it. And I'm going to get the chat feature up just so I can know what you guys are saying if we need it. Okay. All right, so here is our welcome screen. Welcome to our February 2021 Nail Boss Workshop. We are so excited that you are here. And here we go. Let's hope that I know how to go to the next slide. Next. How do I go next? Oh gosh, hold on.
Can you click the arrow?
I'm trying to click the arrow. It's not working. Oh, there. There. Lindsay, thank you. Okay, now we're going to tell our stories. I've been talking already for a bit, so I'm going to have Lindsay go first and share a little bit about her Color Street story, and then I will go after her.
Okay, thank you. See, I know I'm good for something once in a while, but it's very confusing. So hi, everyone. I'm so happy to see all these lovely faces here tonight. My name is Lindsay. I also live in Minnesota. I'm not from here, but I've been living here for quite a while now, so I know we have a lot of Minnesota girls here. I have been with Color Street for what will be 2.5 years, the end of this month. I had been in a couple other network marketing companies prior to Color Street, and had honestly had sworn off doing anything like that ever again. And I was on my way out, and my friend Julie, who was also in the past 2 companies I was a part of, but we were never on the same team, she moved over to Color Street. And everyone knows, a lot of people know this story, but I really laughed when I found out that she was going from health and wellness to nail polish. And yeah, I really laughed at her behind her back. And then she had brought this opportunity to me, and I told her no, flat out. I was like, no, this is not for me. But that one conversation really kind of piqued my interest a little bit, and I kept watching her. And I was seeing Julie find success, whereas we were both always kind of at the same spots in our last company and could never really get past that plateau. And I saw Julie like breaking down walls, and I was like, well, dang, if she can do this, I know I can too. And then I started to pay more attention to what Color Street was as a company, an affordable product that everybody can use, that is affordable and is consumable. And I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. You know, nail polish is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Like, this is so smart and so innovative. So I really kind of got into it because of what the company was and what it stood for. And so I got in contact with Julie and I told her, I said, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to sell it, but I'm not going to grow a team. And that was, shame on me for saying that, because now I have a team of over 560 girls just under me, which is crazy town. I absolutely love Color Street. I love what it stands for. I love all the people at the home offices. I love the culture that we have created here as a team with Threefold United. I'm just absolutely obsessed with it. I am the #2 in personal volume in the entire company for 2020. I was #5 in promoting new leaders. And just like Julie, like, we just kind of we bring a lot to the table as far as what we've learned and we really have kind of started from the bottom and had to develop things to help not only ourselves, but to help our teams. So we're really excited to share some of the things that our team will give you as opposed to maybe some other teams out there. But I'm super excited to be here and to hopefully welcome some of your faces to our team soon.
Yeah. Okay, so I love hearing Lindsays' story because, of course, it's basically mine too. My story starts just because I think it's so fun to hear how people join Color Street. It's like one of my favorite things to hear about. My little sister, I've been a stylist for 2.5 years, and my little sister hosted a party, which I'm sure lots of you have been to a party or maybe even hosted yourself. And I really didn't pay attention to what she was doing at all, but I was like, I'm just going to go to the party and, like, you know, just see. And then I purchased 4 sets because I thought they're buy 3, get 1 free. Like, why would I not get 4? That's such a deal. I had never tried it before. I didn't watch a single video. And then she sent them, or, you know, Color Street sent them to me. And I was like, and I got Tokyo Lights and I tried to put it on, and I tell this story all the time, but I tried to put it on and I like cut it in half before. I told you I did not read or listen to any kind of directions. And I put it on without taking the cover off the top. And it looked so terrible. And I was like, why did she say this was so good? And then I call her and she's like, well, did you take off the clear cover? And I was like, oh, yes. So after that, when I put Color Street on, the Tokyo Lights on for the first time the right way, I remember looking down at my hands and saying out loud, oh man, I can't ignore this. And I knew in my heart at that moment that this was something that I couldn't ignore it, that I was going to have to do it. And it scared me, but I was really excited. And so I said, let's host a party, which I think a lot of people end up doing when they're first thinking about this. I said, let's host a party. I had, like, within one day, like $600 in orders. And I was like, well, I guess my friends really like this. I should just do it. And I did. I joined, and I mean, it has been like the craziest roller coaster ride since then, in the best way. I like roller coasters, so I consider that a good thing. And it has been like such a whirlwind. Like, our team has grown by leaps and bounds, and it just happened because I had the courage to say yes to something that kind of scared me, and I had no idea if it was going to work. But here we are, 2.5 years later. We have a team of almost 2,000 girls that are active, like actual stylists right now. And we have I think it was like over 3,000 that have been with us since the time. Some of them have fallen off, of course, just like normal. But we are a national executive director team. I'm a national executive, which is the top of the company. And we did it in 2 years. So I love this team. I started this team. Now Lindsay co-leads it with me and Jenna, and we love everything about it. So that's a little bit about my story. And then I just want to just get right into it. Okay, now I'm going to do the arrow again. Oh, good. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see this. This is going to be the Color Street timeline. So I think it's so important for us to kind of get a feel for what Color Street, like the timeline of how it all came to fruition. Such a great story. Okay, hopefully this will work. Oh, shoot. Let me go back.
Back button.
Okay, now what? How do I make it play?
Click on it.
Oh, I did. Oh, goodness. Okay, hold on. Oh, sorry.
Can you right click?
Oh, there. Yes.
Julie, a lot of people are only seeing the logo. Is it working for you?
It's working for me. You want me to go back? Which logo, guys? Sorry.
All I'm seeing is Color Street.
Okay, hold on.
And I think that's what everyone else is seeing. It's just the white Color Street at the very beginning.
Okay, let's go back. Can you guys see this now? Everyone?
Same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah, it's just the Color Street.
Oh, geez. Okay, what if I go like this? Can you still see it now or no?
Same thing.
Ah, geez.
Casey said you have to share the pop-up screen.
There's not a pop-up on it. Can you see this? No?
Mm-mm.
Okay, here. Okay.
And Angie said the videos don't work well with this many people on a Zoom call.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
See, this is what I get for making like a fun slide. Can you guys see this? It shows our starter kit.
It's still on the Color Street timeline. Oh.
Okay. We're gonna
maybe you could put the link in the chat.
Yes. Here we go, guys. This is just like, you know, sometimes we have technical difficulties.
Just know that Color Street, this is not a new thing. This has been in the works since 1980.
Yeah.
This has been something that has been planned out, thought about, blood, sweat, and tears put into for a very, 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 very long time.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and share my screen one more time, and then you guys can tell me. Can you see the Color Street starter kit?
No.
Okay. Darn it. Okay. Let me try one more time.
Next time we'll do a run through, Julie.
Yeah, sorry guys.
With
I'm so excited about this, and then can you see
it? Looked great.
Can you see it now?
It just says Julie Cruz has started screen sharing, but nothing's popping up for me. It's just black.
Okay, we're just gonna go through and talk about things instead of showing pictures. I'm so sorry, you guys. I was so excited about it because I just did all that. Okay.
Are you able to pull up the slideshow at all and we can just talk?
Yeah, I have it right here. So we can share this video if a stylist that's on the call right now wants to put it inside of the chat feature. You guys can share the video of how we started if you have it. But I want to talk about the kit. I like talking about our kit first because it is really exciting what you get inside of our kit. So our kit, just so you guys know, and I would show it if I had one available at this moment, but our kit comes with 13 full sets of nail strips, 13, you guys, 72 testers, meaning like these 2-finger testers, okay, twosies, 40 nail polish remover pads, 100 nail prep pads, which is those little alcohol prep pads that you use to right before you put on the nail sets. 2 large nail files that say Color Street on them. They're like the best nail files ever. 2 buffer blocks. I just used one when I was doing my nails. 2 of the buffer blocks, 60 mini nail files, 50 cuticle sticks, 25 of our most current catalogs, 25 opportunity brochures, which basically talk about like the Color Street Stylist opportunity. And look, Nikki has her box right there. And then a really nice embroidered tote bag. So it's over a $250 value and it is $129. So keep that in mind this whole time. Honestly, the kit is worth it. Like I wish I could get the kit again. It is so worth it. What they include inside of the kit is so awesome. And Nikki's like showing us some of the stuff right now. So if you guys see her on your screen, yes, so good, you guys. The files have like a whole plastic cover. It's so nice. So that is what comes in the kit. I want you guys to know that this business can be anything that you want it to be, okay? It just because Lindsay and I have decided we're going to go gung-ho, this is going to be our full-time gig. Like my husband is home because of Color Street. I love Color Street. This is like my everything. Just because it is for me doesn't mean that's what it is going to be for you. So you could be doing this just for yourself. Okay. It could be just for you, because you like nail sets and you want to get a discount on your own personal nail sets and those for your family. Okay. And she's still showing her the kit in case you guys want to see. Or like, let's say you're just a hobbyist. You love like what Color Street is, and every once in a while you might want to have someone come to your website to share it and that you can get paid with it. Okay. Or maybe you want to do it part-time. You have a full-time job, but you might want to do it part-time because you want to still do parties. You want to be a part of the team. You want to have the culture, all that stuff, but maybe you just want to do it part-time. It's all up to you. Or you could do it full-time like me. And you know what the cool part is? You can maybe sign up today and say, I just want the discount for myself. But then you see how awesome the company is. What is going on with the, what is going on with the team and what the company has coming out. And you're like, I think I could do this part-time, or I think I could do this full-time, and that could change anytime. So what you join with on the first day isn't necessarily what you'll be locked into later. Okay. I want to make sure that that is clear. So I wish I could show you guys. I'm so sorry. The next thing I want to talk about is the fact that we have new styles, or I can make Lindsay talk about this. We have new styles every month. And Lindsay can maybe talk about some of our new mini collections too.
Yeah, sure. So, when I first started with Color Street, along with Julie and a lot of the stylists that are on our call right now, we typically had really 2 big launches a year, which are our fall and spring. And that's where you're going to find our catalog sets, the things that are going to stay for at least a solid year. And then we had a lot of little mini launches throughout the year, which included things like Thanksgiving nail sets, winter, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, summer, that sort of thing. But coming into this year in January, Color Street decided to do a lot more like mini launches every single month. So on top of our foundation sets that we contribute and give tons of money to every single month, there's always going to be a little mini launch every month. So we saw like the sugar and spice collection. That was an example of that. The space sets that we just had, I know a lot of you really loved, Space Case and Dark Matter, freaking obsessed with them. So Color Street's going to be doing these monthly on top of our big collections. And the reason that they do this is honestly, like, this is one of the reasons I love this company, is because they see that, driving our customers to the website and keeping things fun and interesting and putting new things out is going to not only make them really happy, but it's really going to help our businesses. So we always have so many fun things coming. We honestly don't get a lot of warning about it, and that's across the board. So like, if you are on this call and your stylist all of a sudden is throwing something up and telling you like this launches tomorrow, like she literally just found out. But it keeps the playing field fair for everyone, and it keeps it really just kind of fun and spontaneous. So we have new things coming out tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Did you know?
Yes.
Easter launches tomorrow. That's out, so I can say that right now. But it just keeps it kind of fun and interesting. And also a lot of the sets too, I just wanted to say, as far as our nail sets are concerned, I get a lot of questions about like, why aren't there certain colors, or why this and not that? There is a whole team that works on where the trends are coming in. So when we have our big fall and spring launches, like the colors and the styles that are in are totally market-based research, and that is how they come up with it. Mm-hmm. So, but it's really fun.
Yes, I know. And I'm going to try and share my screen one more time just in case, but like there's a cool video that tells you like the life of a nail strip and how it's made. And I hope it will work at the end, because it's so amazing to see like the machines and how it's used. And Lindsay and I have been able to see that firsthand. It's so good. So you guys, we came off of last year where, we've all been in a pandemic, and our company saw the effects of that too. And this time last year, the only sets we had on our site were St. Patrick's Day and Easter. And we have come so full circle, because now we have so many nail sets on our site, and we're getting new mini collections all the time. The best part about the mini collections, in my opinion, is that it's something new and fresh, small. So like if you decide to become a stylist, usually like in my VIP group, which is where you guys are probably a part of someone's, my people usually want to at least get one of the mini collections, and then I'll do like a bulk order. So there's always something coming out for you to be able to sell to customers if you want. The best part is that you get to work this on your schedule, which there's a cool photo right here that you probably can't see. I'm going to try again though, just in case you could tell me. Okay. Tell me, everyone, can you see this?
I see it.
You can see it now?
Yeah.
It's a miracle. I'm not going to even put it in presentation mode. If you guys can see this. Yeah, Lindsay, you can see this now?
Yep. We're good.
Good. Okay.
I bet you could even look at the starter kit. I think it would be fine if you clicked on that. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the starter kit, guys. And I could still show you the video. Should I try it? Can you see this video right here?
It's screenshotted, so try.
Is it big enough?
Okay, it's moving.
So good. Oh, you guys, seriously, every time I watch that, I get chills, and it like brings me to tears, because there's a whole video that's more about Fa Park, which is our founder, that talks more about how he started. But it is such an inspirational story where he thought of it and it took him like 20 years for it to come to fruition. And now we have nail polish on our fingers just because of him thinking, how can I make nail polish easier for women all around the world? And it's just so awesome.
I have something I really want to add about this, because this really changed my viewpoint. So I know as you're watching this, you saw like, you know, Sally Hansen, and you saw Ulta, and you saw all these things. And like, you might hear about like, people are like, well, you can buy that at Walmart, or you can buy that here. Color Street started what you saw as a way to come into this company without any debt. Mm-hmm. And Fa Park had to find ways to get this out on the shelves and to kind of start this whole thing. They decided to then turn into a direct sales company for a couple of reasons. And the big reason too is when you put product on a shelf, you can only change your inventory out so often. Mm-hmm. All these mini launches that we are seeing as stylists and as customers would not be possible if we were in stores. Okay. So the reason that being able to put it into our hands and to help people actually create businesses from home was kind of what this was all about, and to be able to kind of stay up with the trends and keep up with everything. What is still on the shelves right now has or it's under contract, and eventually these contracts will be out, and the only way to get Color Street would be obviously from stylists.
Yeah. And they just
have to fill the contract still.
Yeah. They're really close to being done. So yeah. It really is very, like, if you guys have more time, and Lindsay and I could talk about it for hours, because we've both been to our corporate office, but it really is just so remarkable. Okay, here is the kit. We already talked about it, and I told you guys what all is included in the $129 price, which is so amazing. So in order to be a stylist, you do have to purchase the kit at that. You can keep it for yourself. You can choose to gift the sets to people maybe that are supporting you. You can give them away. You can keep them all for yourself and not share a single thing from it. It's totally up to you what you want to do. And like I mentioned, this is your business. You get to do it your way. You can use it for just your personal use. You can be a hobbyist. You can do it part-time. You can do it full-time, and that can change whenever. We talked a little bit about how we have new styles every month and that you can work the business on your own time, which is really my favorite thing. So let's go to the compensation plan. Okay, you guys, I realize that this is a very small picture and you're not going to be able to get all of the information about what is included in the compensation plan from this slide. But please know that the person who asked you to be a part of this can elaborate more and give you this actual link that shows you the compensation plan. But let's just highlight a couple of things. Every stylist pays up front for their nail sets, but you are getting 25% back in personal commission off of all of your own orders and the orders that your customers are getting from your website, okay? So you're automatically getting 25% back. Sorry, I have Facebook open. You're automatically getting 25% back. Now, let's say that you start selling more, like Lindsay, I think last month she sold over $11,000 in nail sets for personally. And so she would be getting an additional 10% in commissions from that. So 35% instead of 25% off of all of her own personal sales. If you get any of these, so $600 to $1,199, you're going to get an additional 3% bonus. If you have $1,200 to $1,799 in personal volume every month, you'll get, or that month, you will get a 5%. $1,800 to $2,399, 7%, and $2,400 plus 10%. Now, I've been a stylist for 2.5 years. It was my goal to hit that $2,400 mark every month, and I have so far. Every month, sold personally at least $2,400 or month or more. Then once you start, if you want, like I said, it is totally your business and up to you. If you want to start building a team, these are the ranks as you go and the requirements, and then it starts breaking down all of the bonuses that you would get. If you decide to become a stylist and you're still like, what the heck does that mean? We have some really great resources and videos that we can show you that break down the compensation plan totally, so you can understand all of it. But this is just a small glimpse. And then I want to share a little bit about our Jumpstarts. So our Jumpstart program is for your first 35, 65, and 95 days. And this video explains all of it. So I'm going to press play.
Hey there. Let's get this Color Street party started. In your first 95 days, there are 4 ways you can earn big. Let's break it down and see just how easy this can be. Step 1. In your first 35 days, sell $1,000 in personal volume and earn a $50 product credit. Next, enroll 1 new qualified stylist and earn another $50 in product credit. That's an opportunity to earn $100 in total product credit. Step 2. In your first 65 days, sell $2,500 in personal volume and earn a $75 product credit. Enroll 3 new qualified stylists and earn an additional $75 product credit. For step 2, you can take home a total of $150 in free product. Remember, all sales are cumulative with each step, so what you sell in your first 35 days adds to your 65-day goal as well. Which brings us to level 3. In your first 95 days, sell $4,000 in personal volume and we'll reward you with $150 in product credit. The total product credit opportunity for your 35, 65, and 95-day goal is $400. That's a ton of free nail strips. And finally, step 4, promote to team leader in your enrollment month plus first 2 full months and receive $200 cash. Or promote in your enrollment month plus first 3 months and receive $100 cash. Free product and cash? Not bad, huh? So, set your goals, fire up that Color 10 success rhythm, and above all, have fun. You've got 95 days to make it happen, and we know you can do it. Good luck.
So that video shows a little bit more about our Jumpstart program, which honestly is really great. Like, I hit all of my jump starts within 35 days, all of those that they showed within 35 days. And I have so many girls that I've personally enrolled that hit them every month too. So please, I know when I first saw it, I was like, how am I going to do that? That's a lot of nail sets to be able to sell. And honestly, we have the tools in place for you in order to get you there. So let's talk a little bit about those tools and a little bit more about our team culture. I'll let Lindsay start and then I'll jump in.
Okay, so obviously, like, I'm obsessed with our team. I think our team is absolutely amazing. And I will say this too, coming from 2 other companies, when I first started doing this kind of work in the past, I had no idea how important the team that I joined was. You can definitely do it on your own, but joining a team that actually has the tools and the resources and, you know, just the compassion to help you through your business is so, so important. But anyways, some of the things that we have developed as a team are listed right here. And these are things that we just had to start because we knew that we needed them and we knew that our team was going to need them too. So when you first start, when I first joined, Julie told me that she could do my launch party for me. And I was like, oh, what? And so basically, we kind of created my VIP group, and I had already joined. I didn't even tell anyone I had joined yet. It was like a big secret because I was very nervous, to be honest with you. I was very nervous to say I'm doing something else again. And so anyways, we had my launch party. Julie ran it for me. And then I kind of turned that into my VIP group. I announced it to the girls. I took over all the posts and I made it my space. That group started at about 35 people, which now has over 2,000 in it. Continue to grow it and grow it and grow it and grow it and just love on it. So hopefully your upline, and I'm sure so many of us have been we've been onboarded this way that the stylist that you join with would more than likely do your launch party for you if you would like. We also do have a mock party group. So if you've never done parties on Facebook before, I know I sure as heck had, and I was super nervous about it. We even developed a group for you where you can go and see what a party could look like, kind of frozen in time. So there's blank graphics for you. There are made graphics for you. You can use them in whichever way you want and just kind of get an idea of what it could look like as you kind of, get your feet wet and start running your own parties and developing a style that's your own. I have kind of turned into the resource queen of the group, I suppose. And, we just kind of, through trial and error, we've just discussed what it is our team is needing, how to make it as easy as possible for new stylists to join this team and to find success quickly. And so there's so many groups, right? There's so many trainings. There's so many mock parties. There's all these things. And I used to use this stinking phone, and I had link after link after link after link after link saved in the notes section of my phone. So I could find, okay, where's this group? What's this group? Where do I find this? How do I put it in a customer request? How do this? We have it all in a team link tree now. So literally it's a link, you click on it, and everything is in there in a clickable format. So if you want to know where the team page is, you can find it. If you want to know where our training is, you can find it. If you want to find graphics groups, you can find them. If you want to know about the compensation plan, everything is there. And it's a working document that I created. So if there's something that any of you are feeling like, hey, I found this is so awesome and important, let me know. I add it in. It's so simple. We also have a lot of team calls. We do team calls as an entire team. We have leader calls for our leaders on our team that are needing kind of different trainings. We bring in people that are finding success in Color Street in different ways. One of the things that I just love about this company is, in my opinion, we don't have this, there's not like this form of jealousy of she has this, I want this. We really allow ourselves to open up and to share what we know across the company-wide. I'm in a team chat right now, or a chat right now with other leaders that are at my level, and I'm going to be training all of their teams next week because they want to know more about what I'm doing, and I want to know more about what they're doing. So everyone has this like really good sharing culture, which I think is so important, and I never found that before, to be honest with you. That goes right into our community. We try really hard to connect with our entire team in many different ways. We do a lot of different like pushes, and there's incentives and games and giveaways and all sorts of things. Also, something that I've created for the team is called the posting calendar. I call it the social media posting calendar. So you join Color Street, right? And you're like, well, I don't know what to talk about. I didn't know what to talk about either. honestly, not a clue what to talk about. I basically copied Julie for a very long time until I started to get my footing and to figure out who I was and what I wanted this to look like for me. I create a social media posting calendar for our entire team every single month, and I've been doing it for about 1.5 years. I give you 2 to 3 things every single day of the month to post on your personal page, and 2 to 3 things to post about in your VIP group every single day of every single month of the year. And it's not that you need to follow it. It's just that you need to understand that if you're going to be selling Color Street, and if you are going to be using social media as your platform, it's just like if you owned a boutique in a brick and mortar store, you have to go to work, right? You have to go and you have to put your key in the door. You have to unlock it and turn your open sign on. That's what you have to do. If you are working online, you need to be posting and showing up. It's the same exact thing. If you don't post and show up, it's like you didn't go and unlock your doors and turn on your open sign. Yeah. Bottom line. Okay. So I give you this posting calendar to give you ideas when you're like, I don't know what to talk about today. Well, guess what? We got your back. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so I think that's pretty much it. We also have a wonderful team training on Facebook. We also have on our app, we have a training, which I think they're both really amazing. The app is really great and can kind of go at your pace when it comes to your rank. But the problem is about it is it's mainly videos, and you can't kind of pause and find the information again. In our team training group, you can revisit it and find information anytime. It's always there for you.
Yeah, I forgot to put that on here, but we have our own personal new stylist training just for our team. And it's 7 days that we've created out of the need from what people said that they needed to know about when they first joined. And that is why we created it. And it has been a really great resource. We also have a call every month on our team just for our new stylists who've joined within the last 35 days. So you can get to know me, get to know Lindsay or Jenna a little bit more, and get to know what our resources are that we just mentioned a little bit more in depth, so you know where to find them. So it really is such a great thing. So we're going to show you one more video called The Life of a Nail Strip, which I was talking about a little bit earlier, that shows you, like, it's so interesting to see like how the nail sets are made and how like the process is. I think as stylists, knowing how they start, why they're made, and what the whole process is really does help you. And then we're going to open it up for Q&A if you guys have any questions. So let me, oh wait, now you probably can't see this, huh? Can you? Okay. Let me see if you can now. Sharing is pause, bring to front. Okay, hold on, I'm going to stop sharing, then I'll share this again.
At least we figured it out.
I know. I'm hoping that this will work. Now, do you guys see this? It says nail strip.
Yes.
Okay. So happy. Okay, so this video is brand new. They just put it out last month and it's so good. Okay, hold on. gets me so excited every time I see that. So anyway, that is the life of a nail set. You got to see from start to finish how each nail set is created, and it makes me so excited. Okay, so we wanted to make sure that we left a couple of minutes time for you to ask any questions that you might have. Hopefully we answered a lot of the things inside of this slide. Thanks for being so patient with us as we figured out some of those technical difficulties. Like I said at the beginning, if you are like, okay, I'm ready, I'm like, this is the best thing, I'm ready to be a stylist, go back to the person that invited you to this link and ask for their join link, and they will gladly give that to you, and then we'll get you all set up with how to get started as a new stylist. Okay, if you have any questions, use the chat feature, or if you feel like you want to, you can unmute yourself. Yes, don't you guys love that video? Oh my gosh, when they made it, it brought back all the memories, because Lindsay and I were able to go to home office and see that process for ourselves, like in person, and seeing that video. I'm like, I remember that place. I remember, like, you guys, they hand pick the nail sets at the end to put into the envelopes.
Yeah. After I visited home offices, I saw it all in a different light. And like, sometimes we get, orders that might not be exactly correct. It happens, human error. And it just kind of almost makes me a little bit happy, because it reminds me like real people are there working and given an opportunity. And Fa Park takes care of every single person that works for him. It is beyond incredible. So anyways,
yes,
life changing.
It like really does get you all teary when you get to see the process, and like I feel like really protective of it. It's so cool. Okay, so Deborah's asking, how much do you need to sell a month? And that's a great question that I did not actually answer yet. So in order to remain active, which if you've been a part of any kind of network marketing or direct sales company, that's a term you probably hear a lot, is to remain active. If not, all it means is in order to remain a stylist, you have to sell at least, or purchase yourself, sell or purchase at least $300 in nail sets within 1 calendar month in a 6-month period. Does that make sense? So at least once in a calendar month. So let's say you joined this month and maybe you're like ready to go and we're going to do your launch party, and your launch party has $600. Well, now you have qualified to remain an active stylist. And you only have to do that once within a 6-month period. So if you're like one of those people who is wanting to do this more as a hobby, or just for your own self, really, you only have to do that once within a 6-month period. If you're someone who is like, I'm ready to go, I want to have a team, I want to do all that, then you're going to want to do that every month. We call it bonus qualifying, which means you are qualified to receive a bonus on anybody who is under you on your team. Okay, hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, you are not required to have an inventory or to purchase every single month to stay active. That is not what we are about at all. You don't even need to have an inventory at all, but you're going to get it because you are on top of your commissions that you're going to receive. You're also going to earn hostess rewards, which is like almost like double dipping in my opinion. When you have a party, if you've had a party before, those hostess rewards that you got, we get those as stylists, and that's how many of us are able to continue to spoil our VIPs constantly. And so it's pretty amazing, but you do not need to do it you don't need to have an inventory. You do not need to purchase every single month if it's not what you want to do, but I promise once you start, you will. And it sounds like a lot. Even I can sell $11,000 in a month, right? When Julie told me about that 300 mark, I was like, but what if I don't? And you can do it in a day. You don't need 6 months.
Yeah, truly. Yeah, that was a great question. Tracy asked, is there a monthly fee? And that's another great question. So your first, I think it's the month you join and the month after, right? The month you join and the month after. I never remember.
I think it depends like when you join.
Yeah.
It's hard to know. Like,
there's a $9.95 website fee, which you guys, $9.95 will help you with your website, and I would show it to you, but I'll wait for you to join to show it to you. But they take care of all the shipping for you. Okay, so anytime someone orders from you, Color Street is taking care of the shipping and the customer service for it. So if something goes wrong, Color Street is taking care of that all for you. Like we said, you don't have to have an inventory, and that $9.95 website fee covers like all your entire back office. So your customer management, being able to email your team, being able to email your customers, it's so worth it. It's like, honestly, not a big deal, but I think your first the month you sign up and the month after are free, and then it starts $9.95 after that. Okay, let me scroll up in case I missed anybody else. What percentage of the team would you say does Color Street only part-time?
I think we have a very decent amount of people who do it part-time. I think there's not a ton of us that are, I mean, this is my I know, same with Julie, like this is my full-time gig, but I probably work the equivalent of part-time hours.
And I work more equivalent full-time hours. So
maybe I'm lying. I don't really know. I mean, it just depends because it's hard. It's not like you're on the clock, you know, you just kind of do it when you want. But I would say probably the majority of our team does this part-time.
Yeah, or less.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Part-time or less. I don't, okay.
We haven't unmuted.
Oh, sorry. Where is it? Sorry, guys. I can't see.
Probably page 3. No. Okay, it's quiet now.
Okay. Where is home office? It's in New Jersey, and really cool. So in that video, you got to see our home office. Well, that's not going to be our home office for long. We purchased a new building that they are totally building out right now. So that video, the building that was in the video, is going to be just for shipping, and we have a whole new thing. And Lindsay actually earned another trip to be able to go out there, and she's going to see the new building, which I'm just so jealous of. Okay, where's home office? How much do you sell? New Jersey.
Renee's question.
Okay, go ahead.
Renee said that she's currently a distributor for another company that she has found challenging to find regular customers, and she feels like she's constantly competing with her upline. Have you experienced anything similar with Color Street?
So a lot of people ask that question, especially because in our minds, you know, like, let's just say when you have, you want to get a red car and you have not even really seen a red car on the freeway ever, or like on the highway ever, but then all of a sudden you decide you want to have a red car and that's all you see. The same thing is true with Color Street. You probably, like, before you found out about Color Street, you didn't know a single person who sold Color Street, but now you feel like, oh my gosh, all you ever see are people who are selling Color Street, or your upline sells it, or whoever. And that it's really not true. The market is not saturated. We have like a little bit over 100,000 stylists in the entire United States. We have people on our team who have stylists who like are all from the same hometown, and they are all stylists and doing fine. People who work at the same school and are all different stylists, and they're doing fine, and they have their own customers. The beauty of it is that, like, we are a party-based business, and so we are able, and like we're doing stuff on our team right now to try and get parties off of Facebook, do more like lifestyles and different things. But the beauty about being a party-based business is that you will have access to people that you would have never known without having the party, which is why, in my opinion, it is so important to have them. There are people who have joined me as stylists on my team who I would have never met if their friend hadn't hosted a party. And they may have joined at that party, or they joined a couple of months later once they came over to my VIP group. So really, as long as you are working your business in the ways that we explain and have you do, you're going to be introduced to so many people that it won't matter if you're in the same town. It won't matter if you feel like, you know, you and your upline are in the same city. It doesn't matter any of those things, because you're getting introduced to more people than you ever would have known. Like, people in my VIP group, like I would say 90% of the people in my VIP group, I had no idea who they were before they came over. And now I feel like they're like some of my best friends. So I would not be nervous about where you're going to find your customers or how you're going to find your customers, because it does happen as long as you are working your business and continuing to push that boulder forward. But that was a great question.
Scrolling for the next one.
I love getting.
Yeah, it's definitely not a saturated market. It doesn't matter if your best friend does this too. I mean, you all are going to find other people. You seriously will. You seriously will.
And honestly, I understand that too, because I've been a part of 2 other network marketing companies. And I mean, yeah, I saw some success, but not anywhere near what I'm seeing with Color Street. And I think that really has to do with a couple of things. One being that it is like Lindsay had said, a consumable and affordable product. Like we sell one product, you guys, one thing, nail polish. That's it. We don't have to figure out how to sell 10 different products and know what they all are like. You don't have to worry about it. It's $11 to $14 in a nail set, and you can sell it and then they can get more of it. So I think that's where there's such a big difference between Color Street and a lot of other companies, because it's so affordable and consumable. Okay.
It looks like it was it for the questions.
If anybody else has any questions, let us know. But of course, we can always answer questions too in our Consider Becoming a Stylist with Threefold United group, or with the person who invited you here. Okay. I think that's it, guys. We're just at about an hour. We are so excited that you decided to spend your night with us. I hope this gave you lots more information. Like I had mentioned when I was inviting people to this, this is not a group or team of people who are going to pressure you into doing something that maybe you're not ready for. But if you are ready to join as a stylist, be sure to go to the person that invited you to this group, and they will give you the link to join. If you have more questions, don't be shy, ask us away, and we would be happy to answer them for you. Yeah, that's all, you guys. If you have any other questions, let us know. But thank you so much for being a part of this today. We had such a great time seeing all of your faces, and we can't wait to introduce you to our team when you decide to be a stylist. Have a great night. Bye.